Hi you guys, my name is Marina. Wanted to give you some updates about my Mount Jara journey. Just wanted to let you know that I finally got my 7.5. So I'm not sure if you were following me in the previous videos. I had trouble getting this particular dose up for me. And let me tell you something, I did some research. So maybe if somebody's struggling to get their next dosage, maybe they can use this idea that I had and it's gonna work for them as well. So basically, I needed to go 2 weeks ago on this particular dose, which is to 7.5. And I wasn't able to get it. So I keep on asking my pharmacist, and they keep on saying that they're out of stock, meaning like the manufacturer are not sending them because supposedly there's some kind of shortage with this particular 7.5 dose. So for 2 weeks, I was hoping that they're gonna get it in, you know. For 2 weeks, I was listening to them and thinking that this is it, you know, meaning like as soon as they're gonna get it, they're gonna give it to me. But for some reason, I started thinking, okay, so 2 weeks. So basically, for the 2 weeks that I was supposed to take the 7.5 now, doctor wanted me to continue to what I had, and I had the 5 milligram dose. So I did continue on that. And of course, not that I had big cravings, but my weight had basically stayed the same. And anyway, so I finally started thinking, so this week I need to do my dose again, my shot again. And I decided to call manufacturer myself. So I called Mounjaro and I said, wanted to check with you and see if there's any actual shortage for this particular dose that I need to get, which is, shortage for 7.5. This is what I've been hearing from my CVS here in California, that there's a shortage. And basically, well, if it's a shortage, what can you do about it, So I called manufacturer directly and I waited, believe me, I called for like 2 days. And finally I got hold of somebody and I was, wanted to get some information. And I said, do you actually have shortage? And they said, let me put you on hold. They did some research and they said, we actually don't have any shortage. And I said, are you sure? Because this is what I've been hearing from my CVS here in California. And not only that, they said, I said, what about like different pharmacies? And they said, well, we called around and there's nothing around 20-mile radius. Okay, so and I was like, okay, they probably know better. So anyways, and they said, no, there's no shortage. And I'm like, are you sure? And they said, yes, there's no shortage. So they recommended me to talk with the pharmacist and to say that if they're not getting their medication, the dosage that we need, they should go and request it from wholesale, I guess, distributor, whoever distributing this medication for them. So, I wanted to follow up on my, again, medication, and I called in after I talked with the manufacturer and I said, so, and they said, well, it's a shortage. And I said, listen, I just got off the phone with an actual manufacturer, representative, whoever knows better than any of us because we don't work there. And I said, they said that there's no shortage. And all of a sudden that person said, well, and I said, can I speak with somebody who's actually ordering medications? And, oh, this person is not available. You can call tomorrow and you can talk with them directly, how and on and on and on. So anyway, so I said, so since I know that this is not true, I start calling around the pharmacist to check if any of the one that I have around me here have any on hand, like actual in stock. So I called around different, like a Walgreens, Rite Aid, Raley's we have here in California, and none of them had in stock. So then I remembered that there was another CVS in like city away from me. So I decided to call there. And guess what? They had 1 box on hand. And that city, it's less than 20 miles away from where I live. So basically, if you need to get your dose and you're not able to get it, do your own research, because I'm the one who needs the dose, not the pharmacy, because they probably have a lot of different patients looking for different medications and all that stuff. So basically I found CVS, but in a different city, which is like 15 minutes away from me, meaning from my house to the actual city. And I think it's like 10 miles from me. And they were able to actually do it for me. Of course, when I called in, they had to transfer the prescription from one CVS to the other CVS, but I was able to pick up. So basically, I found out that there is no shortage. I'm sure like maybe they don't have it on hand. So I'm assuming that they're ordering from some kind of distributor, and maybe that particular distributor don't have the dosage that we need. But that doesn't mean that manufacturing actual have shortage situation. So just wanted to give you some encouragement and good news that if you do have a situation similar like me, you would call around yourself and find out from the pharmacy who actually has in stock and kind of claim it. And see, because it was the same pharmacy, I didn't have to send in a new prescription. They were able to do it like, behind the scene, meaning like they were transferring within the system. So it was like a lucky for me. But I was thinking, even if I had to get a new prescription from the doctor, that's what I would do if I would find somebody who has on hand. So I have my dose and I'm good for 1 month. Hopefully we don't have the situation for next dose that I need to get. And I'm not sure. I guess what I'm gonna do again is call around, and maybe one of the pharmacies will have this. Not only that, I guess the city where I picked this up, I'm not sure that they're even familiar with the coupon situation. So she was saying like, oh, you have to go through your insurance, and since my insurance doesn't cover it, it needs to go through coupon. So basically it took her a minute to figure out, and then she's like, well, I did it for you, it's $25 only. And I'm like, okay, I've been doing that for like this is my 3rd month. So anyways, just wanted to give you a good news. I'm glad that I have it. I already took my shot because today is Thursday, and hopefully that this will start kicking me in the butt with my weight progress. But overall, even though I was on 5 mg, it was still working, although I did start feeling that it's not as much as appetite suppressant. Not so much that I would overeat or eat something that I wouldn't eat, but I would start get more like noticeably hungrier than if I would be doing that like 2 weeks ago, So I'm glad. Hopefully that if any of you have similar situation, you can maybe follow this advice and maybe you'll be able to get your dose that you need. And wishing you everybody to feel good inside and out, no matter who says what, who needs to take, not to take shots, you need to do proper way, not proper way. Listen, I'm sure all of us who tried to do the proper way and it didn't happen, we are happy that we have this assistant, quote unquote, and hopefully it will make us feel better, like I said, inside and out, okay? Hopefully you'll have a good weekend. Have fun. Bye.